I'm Molly with Molly B's Cookies, and boy do I have a story to tell you. So I started out in a little tiny town of 4,000 people called Soldotna, Alaska, as a single mom down to my last $150. I didn't know what I was gonna do, but I knew I had to feed my son. See, what had happened is I had owned a bar, restaurant, and lodge in Alaska for 15 years, and when I sold it, they frauded me and I ended up with nothing. So here I was with a big house, driving a Mercedes, and $150. So I had so many bills and I was scared to death. But what I did is what I knew to do best was work in the food and beverage business. So I started making these gourmet cookies. Well, in the cookie business, you want to do something that's really fun and different. So I started doing things like bacon and maple and chocolate. But the thing that I did that was different than anybody else is I started adding booze extracts. Because when you own a bar in Alaska, you're not allowed to take the booze to the next owner. You actually have to take it home with you. And so I had this garage full of booze, and I knew I had like a pivotal moment in my life. I either had to have the party of a lifetime or I had to do something smart with it. So I learned that vanilla extract was actually made of vodka. So I took that pretense and realized I had a garage full of alcohol. I could make all these cool boozy extracts and take out the alcohol so I wouldn't have the liability, obviously, and make these amazing cookies. So that began the start of Molly B's Cookies. Things are going great. I was doing about 20 dozen a week and I was happy with that, but I wasn't quite paying the bills. I was making like $1 a cookie. After 3 months, something pivotal happened. I actually got shouted out on BuzzFeed, and I went from 20 boxes a week to 45 boxes a day overnight. From that moment on, things just went nuts. We actually ended up in the top 150 startups of Forbes in 2019. I ended up with a Food Network star on my team. We got backed by Cisco Distributing, wanted to bring us on. My first opening order with them was $7,000. So here I went from a $20 cookie box to a $7,000 order in just a year. It was incredible. Things went over and over beyond my expectations and anything I could have ever dreamed. But I knew that we were growing so quick I had to move to Anchorage. Once I moved to Anchorage, we actually got a in-house bakery to do my cookie orders, and they couldn't keep up either. So I had to stop production completely, and boom, COVID happened. I thought, what am I gonna do now? What I ended up doing was using all of that extra time to find a cookie factory to make my cookies. And I found Golden Grains in North Carolina. So we started November 2021 launching nationally. Since we launched nationally, it hasn't even been a year yet. We just tallied yesterday. I've done 106,531 cookies. So what's so fun about that is we've been on QVC. I did $30,000 in 8 minutes on QVC, which was so fun. I'm in all the Great Wolf Lodges. I've been on the cover of 3 magazines now. Martha Stewart magazine, Tips and Trends put us out there. My logo is on the Wheel of Fortune wheel, if you can believe that. Like 20 different times. Like, I feel like I'm making this all up. And this month, August 2022, I'm launching into all the Targets, 1,800 stores. Things are going unbelievable. We just signed a stadium in Florida yesterday, and in November we'll be in 2 different airlines. Molly B's Cookies is taking the world by storm. It's been quite a ride. So with that said, I just want to say thank you and keep an eye out for Molly B's coming to you. Bye-bye.